Yep.
Rolling.
We have some hippies out there, and 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 hippies out there.
Hey,
Shit is gas.
hey. I'm waiting for that bass to hit, bro.
It's gonna take a little minute. It's gonna take a little minute, but that shit's about to hit though when they do.
Hey, hey, hey.
That indica drop on your ass.
Punch you right now.
What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy A. Jones, and we are back in the bakery. We are back in the bakery. And you are now tuned in to Hippy Life Podcast.
What's up, baby?
Let's get it.
What the fuck is good out there, everybody? I'm feeling good. It's Friday night. We haven't recorded on a weekday in a minute, man.
In a minute, since we were doing it on what, Wednesday? We were doing
Thursdays.
Thursdays or Wednesdays or whatever.
We flexible as fuck. I can go any day of the week, nigga. Let's do it.
So today we got a extra special show.
Yep.
I'll start with the basics. Obviously, you know me. Once again, I'm A. Jones. To my right here, I've got Young Hippy here,
What's
Jay,
good,
whatever
baby?
you want to call him, so on and so forth. Two special guests today. I'll start with the first one here, the man that made the actual intro beat and outro beat to the Hippy Life Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Which is CPAT.
Oh, yeah.
What's
going
good,
on, Hippy
boy?
Life?
What's
Man,
good,
what's going
man?
on?
I'm
Finally got me on the podcast.
I'm
I'm
happy
to
as
be here.
hell, boy.
Man,
I'm
the myth,
happy
the
as
legend.
hell.
Pleasure for real.
These
Yes,
my
sir.
brothers right here, so.
Literally, they're
Yeah,
literally
for
your
real.
brothers.
Yeah.
Like
Which is
literal
awesome.
brothers. Yeah.
Yep.
Shout
Then we
out.
got to my left here. I've known Q the longest here. Phoenician Q here. He's had a couple of different.
Nigga, I know Q the
Phoenician.
longest.
Obviously, you guys
Phoenician.
are family though.
Fellatio.
Phoenician. Shut up, man.
Is it Phoenician?
Phoenician, yes.
Okay,
sir.
okay, cool.
Phoenician.
Phoenician Q. We got him here as well. Like
What
I
up?
said,
What's up, little
Yeah.
bro?
What up, what up?
What's going on?
Man,
What up
this
with
is
it?
crazy, man. I got my brothers in the fucking building, baby. I've been
yeah.
waiting for this, man, waiting for this day for a minute. And I, real quick, want to thank my nigga Jones because he's the one who suggested this motherfucking
sir.
idea.
Hey.
And we put it together. How y'all feeling, dude?
Hey, I'm feeling wonderful, man. Like, I really woke up this morning feeling like I hit the lotto. So, like, it's already been a good day before I even got here.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yep.
And then, you know, I knew it's probably because I knew I had this today. To
Right.
be honest, you know what I mean? So,
It's like when you know you got the first day of school.
and you got that
wake
outfit
up.
laid out.
Yup. You can't sleep.
got the
You up
backpack to match.
Bro,
Like,
yeah.
damn, I'm
You
about
put-
to
you
kill
put
him.
the shoes
fresh shoes.
at the bottom, like, ooh, I'm a killer. I'm a killer.
You even got the
Can't
belt.
sleep.
You got the belt?
Oh, like, damn, that
Yeah,
belt.
everything.
Woo.
That new pack of drawers too, like they just be
Bro.
Hanes, but those is laid out.
Yeah, Hayes been coming out with some gasoline designs
Yeah,
lately.
they
The
have.
colorway's been on point.
But back then, you like it was like the solid color, so you had to pick the one that kind of matched the
Yeah.
outfit
Right.
too.
It was like the in between that
Yeah.
almost gray.
yeah, like,
I got you. How about you, Q?
What about you? Yeah, man.
I'm good, man. You know, another day living. Everything else could be figured out in between, so.
That's
hey,
what's
I like
up.
that.
Yeah.
That's real shit.
That's
That's
what's
what's
up.
Mhm.
Well, man, hey, I want to say this week been motherfucking crazy because we went mainstream. Our fucking podcast, the Hippy Chronicles, is now available on every single major platform. So make sure you go check that out.
Hell yeah.
Search us Hippy Life, HIPPYLIFE, no space in between, baby.
Talk to him.
And,
Yeah.
listen to that, man.
Talk
I
to him.
promise you. But
Talk to him.
CPAT, man, you've been doing this shit for a minute, bro.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how long you've been doing it and how like many people don't know you.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
a way,
it's
well, how
crazy.
many people don't know you, but also how many people do know you.
know
You
you,
see me?
right,
It's just
yeah.
like, it's crazy because when you first started, and I always talk to you about this, bro. Like I was always pushing you to like, bro, get
Yeah.
your music out, put it out. And you're like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm waiting. And I just knew. I always told this man, I said, the day you drop that music, bro, like it's
Then
over.
gas.
It's over. Like these niggas are gonna know. And I feel like since then, bro, you've been busy. It's been hard as fuck to get a hold of you. Like,
Right.
dead ass,
Right,
man. What you
man.
been doing, bro?
Yeah. To be honest, it's just like my days now are like just jam packed. You know what I mean? It's like I was actually telling Q earlier, like I wish that there were more hours in a day. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's just like trying to fit everything that I'm doing right now is like insane. You know what I mean? So
right.
I mean, right now it's like I'm working on a project and producing the whole thing. So
Wow.
it's really
That
like,
shit's gonna be
and
fire.
it's just me and the engineer.
But it's a
said-
different kind of busy, right? Because I
Yeah.
think before, if you were working to get out of the struggle, right? You're
Yeah.
working to get out of the struggle, but then you hit that point to where you're like, okay, I'm good, I'm breaking even, and now I'm
Yeah.
going above that.
Yeah.
Now it's a actual different kind of work because you're not
Yeah.
like, I gotta hustle to
Yeah.
get up,
Yeah.
get my money up, so on and so forth. That's gotta
yeah.
feel good though.
I mean, you
Right.
still gotta
Absolutely,
hustle to get your
absolutely.
money up.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm always trying to grow
Of
the
course.
bread. You know what I mean? Because to be honest, that's what I look to first. You know what I mean? Like that's what feeds my family. That's what feeds my daughter. So it's like I always got to get the money, and you know, right now we're just shifting it to where the music is going to do it.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Dope.
I mean,
I'm excited for this project because you actually wrote a song to the intro.
oh yeah, I got a song to that intro right there,
That shit.
and it's actually featuring my homie Rich the Gift, man, who I think is one of the best lyricists and fly just all around. Like I looked up to him. You know what I mean? Like when y'all were listening to my beats way back in the day, like that's
Yeah.
who I looked up to. He was like big bro, and
Hey.
that's why I had to get
Hey.
him on there, and he killed it, man. Like,
There you go.
but
I'm gonna go ahead and look his ass up when I leave the building.
It's the gift, man.
Rich
I be
the
saying
gift.
the same way that you tell me, I be telling him that. I'm like, bro, like I'm putting you out. Like I let him rap first on that track on purpose. I'm like, nah, people are gonna hear you. Like,
Right.
I want my fans to be like, you know what, we don't know who this is, but we're just gonna listen to it until we get the CPAT.
Right.
But when they hear it, they like, yo, whoever this is fire.
Fire.
So that's why I purposely threw him first. Like,
Well, shout out to him, man. I really can't wait to hear that shit.
oh yeah, man. So
What about you, Q? You also make music, so
Yeah.
what's going on with that?
It's been a minute. I just been trying to get my like personal life kind of situated and going and consistently stay running. This music thing, I like it. I love doing it, but I like to make sure my personal life is a little more situated and organized, and good to go, so that I can kind of free up my time to make this music. But as far as my music, like I was kind of saying, I got like kind of a whole project I'm sitting on. I just need to record it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it as a project or just a bunch of different singles, but I got that I'm working on, and then just a bunch of like music video ideas. So
Dope.
Hey, man, holler at Kyle, bro. Kyle makes
Yeah.
magic with this camera.
yeah,
dude.
shout out Kyle, man, because that's been one of my biggest things is finding not only like a person who does videos, but just like beats. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing about us here. That's what we're here for. We're here to not only promote artists, but give them the resources
Yeah.
to do the thing. Because when
Share our
you're
love.
as an artist,
Right.
it's so
Yeah,
hard.
hard.
It's hard and expensive, and you're already in
Really
the struggle.
expensive.
You're
Yeah.
in the struggle. So if we can provide a place where people can go and have those resources
Yeah.
to make the music they want, and like you said, you
Yeah.
provide for your family.
Yeah.
That's all I tell everybody. I'm not trying to be famous. I just
Yeah.
want to make enough to put food on the
the
table
table.
and
Right.
be able to do what I want
Yeah.
with my
Absolutely, I'm
family.
on that same boat right now, and that's what
Yeah.
I tell my management is like, yo, I'm not aiming to be like the biggest megastar out here. I just want to be able to, for one, I want to tour. I like
Yes,
doing
sir.
shows.
Right.
I want to travel.
Yes,
I want to
sir.
eat different food.
Hey.
Right.
So I want to do
Hell
it for
yeah.
like personal reasons, and then also like I said, bring the bread home. You know what I
Attest-
mean?
Right.
I can attest
Like,
to that.
I have a couple of our family members that they really need the help. So I help 'em.
That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
for
You
sure.
know what I mean?
You also have to realize that if you have kids, do you have kids?
Yeah, I have a daughter.
You're living
out
a
to-
dream.
shout out
So
Kat.
you're showing them that anything is possible, right? You're
Yeah.
showing them that with hard work and
Oh, yeah.
dedication and commitment to something, that they can be whatever they want, which is awesome. That you get to do that by doing
Right.
something that you love. So
Yeah, absolutely, man. So, like you said though, like building like the resources too, like that's
Key,
tough.
it's
man.
major.
That's exactly why like I'm making my own beats because
Key,
like, it's
yeah.
just so hard to tap in with
Right.
not even a producer that'll send it to you. And this is no shots or nothing at any type of producer because I love a lot of producers out here.
Right.
It's just that they're so caught up in what they're trying to do, like they may be part of a team or something
Right.
already. So it's kind
Yup.
of hard for them to get out of that because we're all just a
Hit
bunch
that-
of artists
you hit the nail
trying to
right
come
on the
up.
head.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's like once
Exactly.
they reach the level, I'm pretty sure that they'll start, dishing beats out to everybody. But right now they have artists that they focus on.
Right.
And it took me a while to learn that. I just thought like, oh damn, they don't want to fuck with me. They don't want to,
Right.
And I'm like, damn, like
Yep.
shit, man. Well, fuck everybody. And then
Right.
Hit the nail right on the head.
running it
Right.
back, and then remember like, wait, I know how to make beats. Fuck it, like what am I doing?
What
Your
am I
beats
doing,
cold
you
as
know?
fuck too, bro. Like,
because I started off making beats.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
I remember that shit on that fucking little keyboard where you could only make one fucking sound at a time, and if you fucked up, you had to start the whole beat over. And this nigga would be in that room for hours, bro. Like hours and hours and hours, and he would come out and be like, "Come listen to this shit." And I'd be like, all right, and it'd be like a little 1-2 minute slapper real quick, and then he would just, it would be erased, bro. And if he could have saved some of those lost files, bro, like those were some gems, bro.
Yeah, just to add to that, like this nigga, well, CPAT, he fucking inspired me to start rapping because he started rapping like my sophomore, junior year in high school, I think. And I remember he dropped that So 91 mixtape. Bro, on Everything I Love, on my mama, bro. I was sitting up the night before he was supposed to drop it on Dat Piff, wait until midnight. Like, yo, my brother's about to drop this mixtape. I'm about to be banging this shit. Woke up that morning. Nigga, on Everything I Love. Woke up that morning, got ready for school, listening to that shit on my stereo. Went to school, was hyping that shit up. And I was like, you know, I was playing sports back at the time, but I was like, man, this nigga's, you know, he's really pushing this music shit. And this nigga's dope. And then fucking eventually, you know, like 2 years later down the road, I was like, man, fuck it. You know, let me kind of jump on aboard. Just hearing how far that nigga came in the 2 years.
And I remember too, like one of the first times you got in the studio, I think we went together. You know what I'm saying?
With your hobby up?
Yeah.
My first song, fuck it, it's Time to Bake.
Oh, yeah.
Still out on SoundCloud till this day, nigga.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna have these lost ass files and
Bro.
shit.
Yeah,
But the reason
Those
I
be
kept
gems.
the reason I kept that song is just to show like that's my first actual ever song. So if you want to go back and listen to that exactly like Growth, I can go back and listen to it and be like, bro, this shit was trash. What the fuck was I thinking compared to where I'm at now? And it's just I keep I keep those low plays and all those songs that even I don't like personally because I catch a lot of flaws in them just to show like that growth, like what you said.
Yeah.
So,
And I mean, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, I could definitely see your growth because I used to be fucking harsh on your ass.
Oh yeah,
I still am, bro.
Yep.
I still am. I used to go ham on your ass. Bro.
I remember
like,
talking to this dude because you guys were in like a comment. You guys were
Yeah.
talking
Going
about something.
ham.
I'm like, what the hell is wrong with your brother?
Right, bro,
Like,
ripping me.
I was just like, what is this issue? Like he just doesn't get it. He just doesn't get it.
was
Like,
like,
But honestly, I know that besides myself, this is probably my biggest critic. And if he's gonna he's gonna keep it real with me. If my shit's whack, this nigga's gonna tell me, bro, your shit's whack. If what my biggest problem was when I started, if I'm still sounding like Khalifa, this nigga's gonna tell me, bro, you sound too much like Khalifa. And that's, you know, I appreciate that shit. So you need people that are gonna tell you, yo, your shit sucks. Like you can't just have everybody around you that's gonna gas your shit up because that's
Can't have too many yes men
know what I
around
mean?
you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
no, yeah.
you
'cause
cannot
that-
have it. You can't have it.
one
'cause-
is more than enough, right?
you know
So
what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So my bro and then my Uncle Nick, probably my two biggest critics, just sticking on that point.
Yeah.
That nigga Nick, yeah, I want to shout Nick.
Bro.
He keeps it real too, but he's not as harsh.
Nah,
He's
Nick
just-
is, Nick
he's
is
chill
real.
with his
he's
shit, though.
chill, but he's straight to the point. Like,
Yeah,
fuck,
there ain't no
like,
beating
okay,
around
man.
the bush.
Like, yeah, no, that shit wasn't it, bro. Just like that.
Yeah.
And you could picture that nigga's facial expression. And it's like, yeah, shot my
That's
whole
okay.
morale. I ain't even gonna put this out then.
Like,
Fuck
that's
it.
not it.
I'm not even gonna put it out.
But as a whole, like getting into Jay, like you've come a long way. Like from the time,
Dude.
like
Oh yeah.
from from that time to now, you're almost a
Bro.
completely different person, bro.
Exactly.
Like you are a different person on the other side of the spectrum. Like you're my manager. So just think, you went from like being super critical to actually managing
Like
somebody
supporting
that does
And he's
do
in it.
music, and now you're out here on this podcast. So promoting people, putting on for Arizona, showing people that you're showing people love in a big way.
Right.
So that's super huge, and that mixed in with, of course, obviously you being sober now. Is
Hell yeah.
huge.
I got more patience, dude, because
Big step.
you can see when I'm losing it when we go to those shows and like there's some not okay artists. Like
It kills 'em.
this man will ask me, he's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm just like, I'm just
Bruh.
ready for this to be over. You know, I'm like, I'm ready for you to go on, bro. Like, let's do it. And that's no shots at those artists. You know what I'm saying? It's just like not my cup
Some
of tea.
people need work, and some
Yeah.
people don't have the people to say, "Hey, bro, you need to do some studying. You need to get your work on your craft. Be
You
better."
know what I think is real sad, and like people can take this any way they want to, but I think it's real fucked up how promoters really, I don't think they really actually listen to the music that they're going to put out there.
I got a lap or
because like at a lot of these shows, like you're charging X amount of dollars, and even for me to pay that much money for my artist to be there, like I expect people to be at my artist's level and nothing below that, because I'm just gonna say he's good as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like he's good as fuck.
And
just
he
to get
is.
to the point. Yeah,
he is.
And I'm not beating around the bush. My man's got 3rd place in a competition that nobody knew who the fuck he was.
Right.
He came from Glendale. We went all the way out to Mesa.
Yes, sir.
And this nigga had 6 niggas with him, 6 niggas deep, including me, and won 3rd place in a competition that nobody knew about. And
Shouts
I'll
out
even
Jones.
say this: the fucking power went out at the end of his performance, nigga. And even with that power outage, the crowd was still like, nigga,
Hey.
like that
It was
whole
dope.
shit.
It
Like,
was a
nigga,
dope
you could
moment,
feel
man.
the room shaking. That's how lit that shit was, bro.
Yeah.
So
That's dope.
when you follow that
Those
with
moments,
like
man. Those moments are
shit,
magical.
and then your show is not all the way put together, like it's kind of a slap in the face to the industry, because we go out here and we expect to see this, like we want this. We're paying like money, like to go see Lil Wayne and shit just to perform in a little club, my dude. Like, bring us some heat, listen to the music, and actually analyze who you're bringing into your show. I mean, coming from an artist, CPAT.
Coming from an artist, it's mainly because, and once again, this is still no direct shots, because to be honest, I don't even really know any concert promoters directly. That's like more of like, that's what my management does, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I don't really need to necessarily make those like
Decisions.
But it's like what they do is they just do it for the money. You know what I mean? It's like we just want to make sure they have enough to pay the people that they want to pay.
Yeah, and they get some
make sure
money in
that
their
they get
pocket.
paid.
More
So they're
heads.
like, okay, whoever wants to do a show, hit me up, and then people hit them up, and they just send them a little contract or whatever, you pay it, and then that be that. Like, and then like the day of or something, they be like, all right, send me the songs that you're gonna perform, and then the order. And then they never listen to them. The DJ never heard it. Like, they're just gonna like, oh, who's next? Oh, CPAT.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Who's CPAT?
His song
Okay,
first,
he's
this
on the
one
list.
second.
Yeah.
Okay, play. They're just
Yeah.
gonna play it. They're gonna sit there. When the
And-
song's over, drop the thing. You know what I
Right,
mean? It's
yeah.
like there's no. It's business. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
So that's
Right.
why when
Exactly.
people ask me, they're like, yo, when are you gonna do another show? I'm like, I don't really do shows right now, just because I'm not able to set them up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's
Like,
the same way with engineers are the exact same. A lot of studio engineers are the exact same way.
Yeah.
They'll tell you, they won't give you honest feedback. They'll tell you everything is great. This is hot, so on and so forth. So that's
And they
why
mix
I
flat,
pick my studios very, very wisely.
Yeah.
Because when I go in the studio, I'm completely involved.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to ask you several times throughout the night, how does this sound? What do you think? Is this trash? Is it not
Yeah.
trash? What should we
Absolutely.
take out and put in? And if they can't be honest with me, then I don't need to be spending my money with you.
Yeah,
You know
absolutely.
what I mean?
Right.
Absolutely. And I dig that. And then also too, to kind of like piggyback off of that too, I know a lot of artists worry about like location. I, like you, am more worried about the engineer. Like, I don't
Right.
care if we're fucking in somebody's bedroom. If that shit sounds fire,
Yeah.
then I'm going to you every time.
This shirt
Right.
I'm
You know
wearing,
what I mean? Like,
right here.
yeah.
This is Fonz Gutierrez. He's an engineer. He's an artist and everything.
yeah, yep,
This is
yep.
his stuff.
Heard of that
He's
dude.
all the way out at Mesa.
Right.
And I always put him on because his engineering's excellent, and he's about the music. He's about good people.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Good artists.
Yeah.
And he'll support you. So I mean,
I need to get in touch with that man. I've definitely seen him all over.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
shout
So
out.
that's what it's about. You know what I mean? Like, making sure that you're comfortable as an artist with everything.
Right.
With
Right,
everything.
right.
And it took me a while to figure out that. Like, I was going to anybody's studio just because, like I said, it could either like
be
look
the
nice.
cheapest or
Oh,
Cheap,
yeah.
yeah.
the name
prices,
on it,
man.
the name on it,
Right.
or even like some of like the big name engineers that are floating around. Like, I'll go to them,
Right.
and then it would just be like,
They
The
give you that
vibe ain't
mix
there,
down and you
man.
leave, and
it'd
you're
be like, yeah,
"Eh."
like one thing was off. It'd be like, I liked your mix, that was cool, but you didn't you were just weird in there. You
Right,
weren't really
right.
talking. You were just like get in, get out type thing.
Right.
Or the opposite, like, well, bro, you were hella cool. We was in there smoking. We was in there drinking.
But
you know what I
wasn't
mean?
working all the
But
time.
yeah, or the like,
Chilling,
I just
right.
don't like your mix. Like, or I don't like your mix, and that's nothing to you. Like I said, just like me, just like
Yeah.
how we all have to be. Like, you're gonna get better.
Yeah.
You keep doing it. It's just right now I need a different sound.
Right.
So I'm gonna go,
Yeah.
and then right now I found one. So you know what I mean?
That shit is nasty too, bro. It's just I love it, bro. It's just like when you make your music and you make your beats, bro. Like I could just feel it because I know everything that you have gone through to get to where you're at. So like
Right.
when you know somebody's struggle, and I think that's what I'm starting to understand as I do this podcast and I start meeting other people, I can vibe with them a whole nother way because you understand their struggle and you open up and look at them as family. You know what I'm saying? Or just even if you don't want to look at them as family, look at them as a human being. You know what I'm saying? And just take that into account, bro.
Right.
And understand like there's always a story behind what somebody's doing. And like I said,
Exactly.
it doesn't always reach my taste, but I always try to show the utmost respect to that artist, you know, after their performance, during their performance.
Right.
You'll never catch me looking like I'm not entertained, like unless you're really looking at me like Jones. You feel me? This nigga's just in my grill 24
Right.
7. It's because we always in the club, you know what I'm saying? And I'm surrounded by alcohol, being an alcoholic. So he's checking on me, you feel me? And I don't take that for granted because like, you know what I'm saying? It just takes, takes one.
No, for reals, Like I just want to make sure you're okay because I know what kind of environment that is for you. So.
And it just takes Jones to just be like, fuck it. Me be like, fuck it, and Jones would be like, fuck it. And that night is just chaos. You feel me? Like, so I really appreciate him, like, making sure I'm always straight. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I always got the weed on me. So if I got to step out and go smoke a fat blunt, you believe I do that shit, nigga.
There you go.
And they press me to come back in like, nigga, I dropped 150, bitch. I'm coming in and out if I want to. You got me fucked up.
all night. So this bitch closed.
Nah, I'm just playing, no. But you feel me?
Some
like,
shit don't leave.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
But again, dude, it's crazy like having y'all niggas in here and just sharing because I've seen you guys have major success in what you guys been doing, especially Q with your music, you know what I'm saying? Like from where it was to where it's at now.
You came a long way too,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
From
You know what I'm
from
saying?
that song
Huge.
that me, you, and Rob made to now.
No.
Awesome,
I was
man.
there for that music video. That shit was the
like,
song was hot.
Oh yeah, that shit is crazy.
The Boss
Step
that
one?
shit-
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
shit
I
was
got
crazy.
some
Like just
shit
seeing
going
you,
behind it.
like to be honest, in a video like that to
Yeah.
me was like crazy. Like okay,
Yeah.
like,
He's working.
And he was
Hey,
dripped up,
yeah,
dripped
like,
all the way up.
yeah.
Hey, after that video, I was like, nigga, I want that jacket. Let me cop that jacket,
sauced up.
though.
I was like, yo, like okay. And then I remember I knew the director of it that shot it. And I was like, that's crazy. Like,
Yep,
that's
he
crazy.
shot a
Crazy.
Emmett's video.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's big up.
Shout out to
and
Emmett,
then,
too.
And just the like you're getting more comfortable.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. That's huge.
You can
That's
see it,
part
too.
of that. That's
And you
part
can
of
hear it. You don't sound so hesitant.
I think the great
Exactly.
thing is that you're successful, and you don't give them handouts. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You make them work for
yeah.
their own success.
Because that's
you
the thing.
could say,
That's
hey,
because-
here's this, here's that.
That's
I'm
because
gonna plug you.
if I gave anything to them, then they'll be used to that. Like I had people kind of just even in my circle that I had to let go because it's like, okay, this shit is kind of getting one sided. Like,
Right.
You know, like I gave you something because, you know, I fuck with you, I love you, but it's just you took advantage of that. But
Yeah.
that's how people get when you do stuff like that for them.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? And also too, it's just like if you give somebody something, they didn't learn how to get it.
Yeah.
You know
Nor
what I
do
mean?
they
Like,
value it.
So it's like
Right.
if this ship sails a little bit, which it does, you know, we all get our little kicks down, and then you know you get up. It's just
Right.
like if somebody gave that to you, you're not gonna know how to get it back.
right,
That's
right,
true.
right.
Yeah.
You feel
True.
me? So, and it's always, and I feel like they became better at what they do because of
Right.
it. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like,
Did you guys ever think that you guys would all be involved in music in one way or another? Like all you guys
No.
all your lives went a totally different way and came back.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
First off, they all know we all used to be in the sports, all that shit.
Yeah.
So I used to hoop, and I
Yeah.
was like, bro, I'm going to the NBA. Went to a trash ass high school. Didn't
Yeah.
happen. Done.
Right.
Started making music. Like, and then like I remember going to like his basketball games. like a couple of them. And I'm like, bro, this guy is nice.
On an NBA.
That shit didn't happen. Fuck it. He went ahead and did what he had to do. And then this guy on the football field was something like crazy. Like, I remember the first game I went to.
We were sitting there talking. Yeah.
Kick return. That's what he's
opening kick return, bro.
All the way to the house.
In the middle, like, we were just talking, like, not even paying attention to the field, looking at each other, just like fucking catching up, and then all of a sudden we look up and Q just
taking it to the house
through the middle of a
damn.
fucking.
Like, he caught the ball, and then they started the clock. Took off to the house. I was like, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, that was my first. That was my first ever varsity game too. Junior year,
That shit
coming
was
back
tight.
off breaking my wrist.
That
Bro,
shit was crazy.
Nigga, you talk about adrenaline pumping. That was my first
That shit
ever like
was wild.
official
I was
varsity
proud,
game.
too.
Caught that shit, took off.
Took off to the house.
hey,
I was
off.
like,
CPAT didn't mention how nice I was at football because I was pretty nice at football. Hey, I was pretty nice at football.
Yeah,
Nah.
Jordan was a defense. He had the
Yeah,
bangers.
I was
the offensive guy.
and
I need the
just-
ball in my hand.
Just like, cause Q, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna put it out there. Q used to be a little soft back in the day when he was playing Pop Warner and shit, man. So I never saw that in Q when he was.
Because I was always on defense. They never wanted to put the ball in my hand.
Dead
I always
ass.
knew I was an offensive player.
Nah, man, dead
A
ass
running back to
growing
be
up,
exact. nigga.
I never would have expected you playing sports. I always thought like, cause you was
What?
hard on the video games.
Basketball.
Nah, not like, bro, cause it was just different growing up, man. Cause like you was soft. I'm gonna just say
There
you
you go,
was soft. But
But that's how it is, bro. I mean, you guys are
I'm your big
family,
brother,
so you
nigga.
guys
I'm
have your
saying.
own
But
different
to
dynamics.
think about why he's not is because of you, though. I mean,
Right.
If you could have let that slide and let him grow up to be like that. But
Nah.
it's like, nah, bro. You
Behind-
gonna get you know. What I mean?
No,
yeah.
like we've always been athletic. That's just in our blood. But as far as discovering my football talent, like I said, even back in my like grade school days when I was playing football and I was soft, I was always a defensive player. I'm gonna be real. I don't hit. Like I'm not a defensive dude. I was always an offensive player, and I
Right.
knew that. Like, yo, the ball needs to be in my hands, but the ball never got in my hands until my freshman year of high school when they put
Yeah.
me in the backfield, and that's when.
Oh yeah.
nigga had like
Yeah.
25 touchdowns.
Like I had 28 to be exact.
Hey,
8
okay.
touchdowns. It's like, what the fuck are you on?
Know what I
kid?
mean?
For real, like that's
In
Coming
9
home
games.
eating like 5 meals a
9
night.
games,
Like,
bro.
nigga, save me some
9
food.
games.
What are you doing?
9 games.
Growing and shit. Fucking legs like, like bro.
Nah, those were fun times. And then that's the year you guys went to state,
Yeah.
or well, the state playoffs,
We did go to state. We went to second round.
the elite, like what, the elite 8, so
Elite
to
8.
speak, or
That shit was hard.
almost a
Football?
semifinal. Yeah, bro.
My senior year. That shit was
And
hard.
I was on the roster. I didn't play, but
I
I
seen
was
this
on the
nigga
roster.
get lit up in front of me.
Hey, I was a freshman on the field with the big boys.
This
It's all
nigga was
good.
on kickoff team. He got blasted.
Hey, I
boy.
got a tackle. Hey, I got a tackle though. I got a tackle.
That shit had me weak. Hey, I was literally laughing in my helmet
I got
on the
depleted.
field. Like, when I tell
Hey.
you this nigga got swept off his feet,
Depleted,
like
nigga.
his feet went over his head.
It looked like a Madden hit stick, dog. Like,
And I'm laughing.
Damn.
I got fucked
I'm
up.
laughing, chasing the dude. Like, damn, my
Hey.
brother just got fucked
But
up.
I had to get up. I had to get up and just keep
You gotta-
running.
yeah, you did
I just
get
got
up,
up and
though.
kept running. I
You
wasn't
got
gonna
lit
catch
up,
him.
though. That shit was tight.
My adrenaline was running, so I didn't feel it.
Hey, shout out to the. I don't give a fuck. Shout out to the Independence 2010 football team, boy. We was 2009, 2010. We was fire.
That was the best team I seen. But
Yeah.
I know they used to be good back
Yeah,
in
they
the
used to
day,
have
though,
some fire
so I'm not
before
gonna
us,
say
but-
they were the best. But
It's just really crazy, man, because you guys are all working in a different way.
Oh yeah.
And you guys have those experiences
mm-hmm.
and all that stuff. You guys still have love for each other. You guys are still able to
Oh, yeah.
come here and vibe with each other. And you guys all kind of all do the same thing. You guys all kind of do the
Yeah.
same thing now.
It's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
crazy to me because I never would have thought I would have been doing shit like this, like a
Right.
podcast. Like
Right.
this was out of nowhere. I put the podcast was a drunk idea one time. Like dead ass.
Drunk idea one time.
The
podcast, not the idea.
And I posted it on Facebook. It was back in 2018. I said, me and my boy Skylar Sheeper are gonna put together a podcast. We're just gonna
Yup.
talk shit
I
and
remember
talk
that
about
shit.
sports.
I remember it.
And then
I do too.
now,
Yup.
bam, I'm sober. I got a dope.
The
ass
podcast
with a
might have been a
dope-ass
drunk
team.
idea, but the brand, that nigga, you know, that's
The
always
brand,
been
yeah,
just
Hippie
a,
Life
like
is-
a
yeah.
in the conscience idea.
Hippie
in
life
general.
has been actually been something we've
forever.
always writ on like our smoker tables and shit.
Mm-hmm.
The bakery, actually, the bakery idea came from That's what I used to call my garage when I used to live in Glendale. When all my niggas would come through and we would just get high as fuck. Like, we just called it the bakery. So, like, that's where I got the idea of the bakery. Like, a lot of this shit originated from, like, just my past and then now my present of trying to find outlets and open my heart and my eyes out to, like, what's out here and trying to help people because, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to get help, bro. Like, and it's really hard. It's not it's almost as hard to ask for help as it is to get help.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So
even admitting, you know, that you need the help is probably the hardest thing.
Oh yeah,
admitting that you need it, that self, you know, yo, something's up.
Yeah, I fucked this up big time. You know what I'm saying?
We all been there.
Yeah,
we all been there. So
it's just the bumps in the road that you go through trying to come up.
Life.
You know what I mean?
We went through a lot too. Like, y'all would think for real, like, just by the way we vibe that we all grew up in the same house. Like, but only me and Q did, and then, you know, him and my sisters, you know what I'm saying? We all, like, came up in different homes, but we never let that get in between our bond, bro. Like, everywhere that they moved to, like, we were always out there visiting, bro. And I'm actually appreciative thinking back about it, like, even as an adult now, like, if they never would have moved, if we never were to live in split homes, like, we never would have got to see parts of the U.S. we got to see, like Jersey, New York, Baltimore. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
true. And it's special to me because I don't have brothers. I have two sisters.
Okay.
So, we got two sisters too, man.
So,
older?
But I'm the only boy.
You're the older?
I'm the only boy. So
are you the older one or what?
I am the middle child. I have an older sister and a younger sister.
Okay.
So to see you guys like this as family, you know, because you guys are my friends, are my brothers. Those are my brothers.
Yeah.
So it's awesome to see actual blood. You know.
Well, you a brother too, man. I treat you like a brother, bro. Like, for real. Like, every time, you know me, I got that from him. Like, asking you, like, bro, what do you want? You want this? You want that? What do you want as far as your show?
Right.
And even when shit fucks up at the shows, I'm like, nigga, you want me to go say something? You know what I'm saying? And I'll go and say something to the nigga. Like, at the last show we were at, they fucked up his set and played the wrong fucking song at the end. And I went up there to the dude and I'm like, yo, like, what's good, man? Like, you played the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? He's like, well, that's the file he gave me. But what happened was he had two separate files on there. Homie just didn't really pay attention when he was getting told.
That's why.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, bro, we got to squeeze this shit. Like, we need to squeeze his song into the rotation. And he was like, all right, well, we'll see if any no artists show up late. And I was just like, at that point, I was like, all right, I'm going to go chill outside.
Which is why we're trying to move towards doing our own shows, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because otherwise, you're just going to run into that, especially out here.
Oh, and we are about to do them. I'm telling you. These ones with Wrangler, like, that we're hosting, you're going to perform in it. Wrangler's going to perform in it. Like, and they're going to be at dope-ass, not sketchy-ass venues. Like,
why don't you get into that? And then I think I wanted to hear, you were telling some stories earlier, and I want to get into your stories with your performances and stuff like that. Just some things you've been through. So get into that.
Yeah, for sure. I'll make it quick. The 16th and 17th, we'll be partying with Wrangler Dan, hosting his birthday bash. The 16th, will be at Whiskey Rose in Westgate. And
shout out to Wrangler too, man.
Yeah,
I know Wrangler.
That man making big moves, man. And he's asked me to just help him be a part of those moves he wants to make. So I'm trying to do my best. You know, I feel like there's more pressure on me because this nigga has something big in mind, and I need to make sure I bring that fucking heat. So I'm just gonna get high and do what I do. But then on the 17th, we'll be at the is it the Three Wise Men? That's what it's called. Yeah, the Three Wise Men, man. We'll be out there. That's his actual birthday. So
cool.
We're gonna go fucking extra crazy. He performs at 10. So just come out, vibe with us, man, and get a little feel of how a real hippie live show can go, because like that is
especially
what we do
with
plan on.
our dynamics with me and Wrangler. Like, we're two opposite sides, like of the
crazy.
music. So you'll get a little bit of everything.
Right. And Wrangler plans on bringing another artist. I just don't know who he is. So it'll be like 3 artists both days.
Hey.
So yeah, man, go ahead.
You're performing on Wednesday?
Wednesday and Thursday.
Oh, you on both nights?
Mm-hmm.
Both days.
Okay.
And possibly, it's still up in the air. So we were trying to make it a 3-day tour, and we were going to go out to Tucson and perform at this little venue. but we're still trying to work that out. So if we can, we'll be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and
Oh yeah, that'd be lit.
that'd be all
type
fucking
idea.
hosted by Hippie Life, and those 2 dates are for sure set in stone. The third one is
Okay.
being
In
worked on.
progress. Yeah.
There you go.
So yeah, man, we got that.
I'll be
We
out
got
there.
shit with King Dom working up. He's about to drop his album soon. He asked us to be a part of his album release.
Yes, sir.
I'm definitely trying to make an appearance at Deli's little shit when he's done with his 365. So
And we do this for free, right?
Yeah.
We don't ask anybody for anything, but just to show us some love. That's
right.
that's all we ask for.
we don't want your money.
There
Right.
you go. Yes, sir.
So yeah, go ahead, C-Pat. You was
I forgot what we
Yeah.
were talking about.
See,
earlier.
that
Somebody
always
always
happens.
shows,
Somebody
having
calling your
shows and-
name
That's
or
always
something.
ha-
You
promote.
try to be
Oh.
low key at the
yeah,
at the
yeah.
show.
It was what we was talking about before the show when you said when I be at the club, I just like to go by myself because the ladies like
Oh, when they call my name out on the
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, it was about like times at the club where they just stop everything to like call your name and everybody's like, what? And the first person moving, like they look at you like, and it's just hella weird at that point. Was the first time it was my homie Leo, shout outs to him. It was his birthday, but he was a promoter for the promotion company that was running the club that night. And he was like hella